In this video, we will introduce the prep for H12-821 V1.0 HCIP-Datacom-Core Technology Exam. What is HCIP-Datacom-Core Technology version 1.0? HCIP-Datacom-Core Technology version 1.0 Exam Information. Who should take the H12-821 HCIP-Datacom-Core Technology Exam? Knowledge Points Breakdown. Recommended Study Strategy for Success. 1. Which of the following statements about the firewall session aging time is false? A. The session aging time varies according to protocols. B. For the same protocol, the session aging time varies according to the protocol status. C. For the same protocol, the aging time of sessions in different states is the same. D. For services that require long-term sessions, long-term connections can be configured for the services. 2. Which of the following statements about ICMPv6 is false? A. When the IPv6 payload is an ICMPv6 message without an extension header, the value of the next header field in the IPv6 header is 58. B. ICMPv6 messages can be classified into NDP and notification messages. C. Some functions defined in NDP need to be implemented through ICMPv6 messages. D. The path MTU discovery function of ICMPv6 can prevent IPv6 packets from being fragmented, improves forwarding efficiency. 3. Which of the following packets is used by BGP to withdraw routing entries? A. Notification. B. Keep alive. C. Update. D. Open. 4. Which of the following is not a necessary condition for OSPF to establish a neighbor relationship on an Ethernet interface? The network type is broadcast. A. Same area ID. B. Same area type. C. Same mask length. D. Same OSPF process ID. 5. Which of the following is not an action in an MQC traffic behavior? A. Traffic statistics collection. B. Packet filtering. C. Packet redirection. D. Address translation. 6. Which of the following technologies may be used on a large-scale WLAN? Multiple choice. A. WLAN roaming. B. Dual link hot standby backup. C. Network admission control. D. DHCP relay. 7. The network administrator wants to use a filter policy to control OSPF routes. Therefore, a filter policy is configured to filter routes received by OSPF on R1. Which of the following statements about the function of the import filter policy are true? Multiple choice. A. The number of received LSAS that are stored in the local LSDB is affected. B. The number of LSAs carried in the LSU sent by R1 is affected. C. Only the routes that match the filter policy are added to the IP routing table. D. The command does not affect the number of LSAs carried in the LSU sent by R1. 8. Which of the following statements about OSPF LSAs are true? Multiple choice. A. The advertising router value in a Type 5 LSA is the router ID of the device that generates the LSA. B. The link state ID value in a Type 4 LSA is the router ID of an ASBR. C. The advertising router value in a Type 3 LSA is the router ID of the device that generates the LSA. In addition, the value never changes when being transmitted in an OSPF area. D. Type 2 LSA describes inter-area routing information. 9. To deploy single-domain multicast services in a company, which of the following multicast protocols must a network administrator configure to dynamically transfer multicast data? Multiple choice. A. PIM, B. IGMP, C. IGMP snooping proxy, D. MSDP. 10. Two commands are configured on the switch. Command 1, STP-TC protection interval value 10, and Command 2, STP-TC protection threshold 2. Which of the following statements are true? Multiple choice. A. After receiving a TCB-PDU, the switch can delete MAC and ARP entries for a maximum of twice within tens. B. If the switch receives 4 TCB-PDUs within tens, the first 2 TCB-PDUs are processed within tens. The remaining 2 TCB-PDUs will be processed twice after the tens. C. If the switch receives 4 TCB-PDUs within tens, the first 2 TCB-PDUs will be processed within tens. The remaining 2 TCB-PDUs will be processed once after the period of tens elapses. D. These two commands are used to prevent attackers from forging TCB-PDUs. If attackers forge TCB-PDUs, network devices will frequently delete MAC entries and ARP entries, causing network flapping. Check the correct answers for each question. Subscribe Passert for more IT exam prep.